And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Oh, hold on. That would fucking help. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we all doing today? How are we all doing today? Let me just check everything is gravy on the other channels. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Uh, so, boom. That's kick. Twitch. And the YouTubes. Perfect. All right. Um, how are we doing today? How are we doing? It's a bit later. To be fair, I've been up since 5. Been up since 5. And I have been I lost my train of thought. I've been up since 5 and I have been um uploading German translations regards to Echoes of not Echoes, Junkyard Dogs. So Junkyard Dogs, the complete series is now in German. The Germans, if you're a German speaker, Junkyard Dogs is up. Let me get the cover. It was of obviously it's going to be an English cover, but this book right here echoes this book right here, Beware the Dog. The German version is up and live. So book 1, 2, and 3, they are up for sale. The ebook only. They're also in KU Kindle Unlimited. I'm looking to get the paperback versions for the German translations sometime this month. I'll do book 1, 2, and 3. Book 4 and 5, they're on pre-order. Book 4 should come out November, book 5 in December. I believe December. When did I do the pre-order? I think so. Either December or November, both of them. So the complete series will be up. There's also elements of Home. This book, that complete series, is also in German translated. That has been done as well. So you can give both the series a read if you are a German speaker. But today we're talking about this book, Destroyer of Gods. Book 1 is up for pre-order. Comes out November the 18th. Fucking excited. I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited. First book with a traditional publisher. So publishing for traditional publisher is quite a weird thing. It's a weird thing in the sense of, how should I best put it? In the sense of, it doesn't make you any better of a writer, and it doesn't automatically signal success. What I mean by that is, if you have a book and it gets picked up by Tor, A-Form Books, which is who picked me up, Random House, Penguin, you name it, all it means is that you have a stamp that this has been published by one of those business companies that I listed, that I named. When the book is released, it's up to you as an author, your due diligence, to make the public aware of the book. It depends on the contract. So if you're a brand new author and you have no sales history behind you, i.e., you're not a Brandon Sanderson, a Piers Brown, Sasha J. Mars, that you've got no backing behind you, they don't give a fuck, really. It's kind of like, think of it like a fishing trawler in the ocean. They'll scoop up a bunch of authors, 1,000 authors, and they will give them the bare minimum contract. So 10 grand for their book. They release that book and hope it's a big bestseller. It's basically the equivalent of throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks. And that if that bestseller does stick, then they'll invest some money into you. But authors, I always say, like, we're like cats, sensitive cats. If you know an author, you know what I mean. That they once they get that traditional deal, they think, yes, I am going to be the next Stephen King, and it never works like that. It never does. I always recommend now that there's a rapper called Russ. Not Russ Millions, not the UK rapper, Russ. He's written a self-help book. It's all in your head. He's traditionally indie musician. I think he's Italian, or Italian descendant. He's American. He's an American rapper, and his thing was that in today's day and age, it always serves you better if you create a brand, i.e., your name. So Dominic Mondaisy, I'm creating a brand, and you gain a following. You have products out there, i.e., books, paintings, songs, whatever that may be, and then say 5 to 10 years in the future, when you've got a bit of buzz behind you, then publishers, be that traditional publishers for books or record companies, will come to you, and then you are in the power seat. So the offer they give to you is going to be a lot better than the offer they give to some newbie who's it's their first song, their first record, their first book, whatever. You always want to be in the power seat in any negotiations. So saying that, I always adhere any new creative to get a following first, get a buzz, and then if you want to go the traditional route, you can sit in front of whoever's offering you a deal and say, look, I've got this track record of sales. I've got this following on Instagram, TikTok, da 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 da. I've got a YouTube page. I've got podcasts. What are you going to make it worth my while to sign to you? And those contracts are always better for the individual artist because you're not tied to like a 7, 8, 10-year deal. It's like, all right, in Russ's case, I'll give you a deal for 2 albums, and then once that's done, we'll renegotiate. And this is the same thing I've done with A4 Books. Met Steve, one of the owners, in Vegas when I was at writing conference. I showed him, me and Gabe actually met him together. We went for a walk, and I showed him my portfolio, like books I've released. Some of them have been bestsellers, some haven't. The one that he really liked was Junkyard Dogs. That was still in the charts, taking off. And he was like, shit, we can do a deal. And see, like, you know what you're talking about. You've got a brand, you've got readers, let's make a deal. And same thing with Gabe. And yeah, he sent us the contract, sent the first book. They loved it. We signed for a 3-book deal. And the first book, Destroyer of Gods, this one is coming out November. Now, yes, they've got marketing dollars, but because I am an unknown quantity for the company, they're not really going to push me that hard. So they will send it to their newsletter list, maybe put it on a bunch of social media posts, Facebook and whatever else. But it's up to me to really push that book to make sure it sticks, to gain the attention. So it's a catch-22. They're using me for my audience, and I'm using them for their audience. That's what business is like. I believe this book, I'm in a unique position because this book is book 26 are going to be of me being a publisher, of me publishing books. Sorry. So I'm quite in a unique position where I know how to write books. I know how to market books. I've got the podcast now, Story Forward podcast, every Tuesday. We were going to do one today at 5 o'clock. But Gabe, it was going to be like 1 o'clock Gabe's time, and I spoke to him and he sounded dead. So we're going to do it later this afternoon, probably about 2, 3. But yeah, I've got podcasts, I've got social media, I've got TikTok, got everything. So as well as eighth one pushing this, I am also going to push this and hopefully climb it up to the charts. And then from there, eighth one's reader are going to know me, and that's going to trickle into other books. So, one, the side note, the Dungeon Crawler Carl, Matt Dinnerman, is in this not similar circles than us, but is in Facebook groups with me and Gabe. We've met him at conferences. Lovely guy. And before Dungeon Crawler Carl, he'd written a bunch of different series that didn't take off. They did reasonably well, but they didn't fucking become a global success like Dungeon Crawler Carl. And he wrote this in a Facebook post. When now Dungeon Crawl's taken off, and I have like 10 or 15 books in my that I've written. I wish I'd written more books because Dungeon Crawler Car is pushing my other books, and his other books are all indie. He's pushing my other books, and I'm making a good living just from my previous books. But I wish I had 30 books before Dungeon Crawler Carl took off, because then I have all this back material for my new fans to read. And that's what, going back to Russ, the rapper, said. It's like these pop stars, rappers who sign a one deal, they don't have any songs previously, and they're in the worst predicament. Say they become a global success on one song. That's all anyone has to listen to is one fucking song. That's it's madness. Like the first song you put out hits, or like the first book I put out hits. But then where do I send those fans? Nowhere. Like and then because of the churn of social media and people's attention spans, where does that go? Nowhere at all. So I always and I always give the advice, in my humble opinion, to create in silence and keep pushing your stuff out until you get good enough to know, yet like, shit, I can sing, I can rap, I can write, and then start pushing yourself out to a wider audience. But then that takes one, patience, and that takes a temperance of your ego to not go like, fuck, I'm fucking amazing now. Like song one, I'm amazing now. But yeah, it should always, like I said, have a big back catalog before you blow up. So Destroy of Gods, I believe this is gonna hit. I believe this is gonna do wonderful things. The first book that changed my life is this book, not Destroyer, Junk and Dogs, Beware the Dogs. But this book, Destroyer, I believe is gonna 10x that what it did before. But when this explodes and does what it needs to do, you hear it here first. People have this series, 5-book series, Destroyer of Gods, audio, paperback, ebook in Kindle Unlimited. They've got that. They've also got Elements of Home, 3-book series completed. Again, there. They've also got Echoes of a Lone Wolf. They've also got Space Outlaw, which I haven't put here. But yeah, it's always have a big backlist first than anything else. But I've done enough talking. How are we doing for time? Fucking 13 minutes, 14 minutes of talking. I've done enough talking. Let me do some writing. I'm going to do about an hour, and then I'm going to sell a car to a man and be back again. So let me see what words I can get in an hour. It's 8 now. So yeah, about 9ish. Go get myself ready. All right then, ladies and gents. See you in a bit. Contorted. Caved in. Plume of dust. Oh, sorry, we're back. We back. We back. We back. We back. On me.
Jonathan's body contorted.
All right, couple of minute break before we jump back in.
Collided. Fluttered. Fluttered. Hmm.
Not sure about that chapter. I'm not sure how, if I need to, I need to come back to that at a later date, because I don't know if I like the ending or not. So whenever I feel that, sometimes whenever I feel, is this ending good or not? Does it need tweaking? Does it need something, some sort of oomph? I normally give it a couple of days or the next day and come back with fresh eyes. So I'll leave that there and we'll move on. Mm. All right, I'm going to take a break here and I'm going to come back later on. I might do some writing off stream. I might do some writing on stream. I might do some writing off stream. I might do some writing on stream. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm going to take a little break at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to take a little break at the moment. There'll be a podcast anyway, so it's sorry for the podcast is going to be on at some point today, but need to get some breakfast and then do a bunch of other stuff. I need to do some videos for my YouTube page, which I need to do some videos for my YouTube page and the podcast and do some writing and do a bunch of other stuff. Fucking never ends. It fucking never ends. Never ends. What have I got to say? Oh, as always, like, subscribe, share, do the social media thingy. Books. I've got to sell. Beware the Dog. Complete series, ebook, paperback, audio. All for your reading pleasure, reading and listening pleasure. KU in KU Limited, so you can have a little taster before you buy. Yeah, my breakout series, one of my best things I've written. Love it, love it, love it. If you have read Beware the Dog, then you will like Echoes of a Lone Wolf. Echoes of a Lone Wolf is set in the same story, same universe as Junkyard Dogs, but like 1,000 years later. The characters that we know and love from Destroyer, I have Destroyer of Gods in my mind, but the characters that we love from Junkyard Dogs are now legends and folklore, almost like religious characters. It's kind of weird. It's kind of something I did there. But if you like sci-fi, if you like Firefly, if you like Dune, if you like The Mandalorian, this, my lovelies, this is for you. Great book, amazing cover, just amazing. One of the books that I needed to write. I'm not gonna lie, it probably took a piece of my soul, a piece of who I am to create this story. But I love it nevertheless. And lastly, actually, not much love is given to this book. Elements of Home, Space Elemental. What can I say? If you love Avatar: The Last Airbender, if you like Legends of Korra, Legends of Korra, you're gonna love this. This is just set in space. Badass villain and a badass protagonist. Aurora Star, which I love that name. Aurora Star is our main character. She is a drinking, wisecracking, just badass who doesn't take shit from anyone, and she has her own little crew. This book I released during COVID didn't do great, if I'm honest with you. People had other things to think about apart from reading during COVID, but still complete series. No matter what I write, I will say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what I write, I will always finish the story, even if it doesn't sell. That's my guarantee promise to you guys. No matter what story it is, I will eventually finish it because that's not fair to the reader. Someone loves these stories. Anyone else might not like the stories, but if you do love the stories, then you can be, and you're a reader of mine, you can be happy in the knowledge that I personally, will finish any story that I started. So yeah, this is a 3-book series, and it's shorter. My short on the side. When I say shorter, I normally write like 200,000 page books, like 800 page books, but this is only like 150 pages, 200 pages. So very quick read, but not a love given to this. And lastly, The Piece de Resistance, Destroyer of Gods. Destroyer of Gods by my good self, Dominic Mondesi. Book 1 is up for pre-order. It's been released November. This is my first book by a traditional publisher, and I am so excited for it. I cannot lie. My first book coming out in audio, ebook, and paperback. A first for me, as well as having a book that's also been released in all 3 formats. Normally, I do the ebook on paperback and then audio sometime down the line. Or if any audio companies are listening, come at me. Let's talk rights. But yeah, this book is writing book 3 at the moment, which is what you're seeing on the stream. And we are, how many words are we in, Dominic? How many words are we in? How many words are we in? We are in 33,000, which is not, yeah, I want to crack that up this week. I need to, if I can finish at 50k this week, I'm good. And then November, I can finish at like 80. And December, just take that bitch home and finish it. Anyway, I am your not so humble author, Dominic Mondesi. Welcome to my journey. You will tell your kids, I used to listen to that guy back in the day, and I thought he was an idiot. But look at him now on TV. almost bigger than J.K. Rowling. I said almost as big. No, bigger than J.K. Rowling. Look at that. Good for him. Anyway, lots of love. I will see you lot on the other side, either on a podcast or doing some more streaming. I'll see how I feel. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. Love and all that good jazz. Oh, you know what I should fucking do, which I never do, before I goes, let me see. This is how you know I'm bad at this whole, like I said, I'm a writer first. I'm not a podcaster. Links for my books in the description. Oh, I am getting better at this shit. Boom. Let's go. Now I've lost the links. Boom. Boom. Should I put one more? I'll put one more. Let me put one more. Bam. All right. That is all there now. Links in the description. Click one of them. It'll take you to my book. If you read one of my books, have a look at the others. You'll enjoy them. Anyway, peace and love. Mwah. Till very, very soon. Bye-bye, y'all.